All right, hello. Welcome to another edition of Ask a Paranormal Investigator. I am Matthew Baxter, and I'm here to talk about stuff that comes up, whether or not you guys bring it up to me, or whether something's in the news, which happens to be the situation today. Now, there's always reports of mysterious lights in the sky, and often they're not all that mysterious. Um, it can depend on what time of year it is. We get a lot of strange ones around 4th of July, believe it or not. But when people are confused by what they see, if it doesn't fit exactly what they expect, well, then they tend to get a little freaked out. And that's understandable, no problem. Now, in this case, this was over Maui. It just happened, actually, October 24th. So it's pretty fresh in the news. Let's hop over and take a quick look at this so you can see exactly what's going on.
It's like a plane. Oh my God.
Holy. Oh my God. Hurry up.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. Anyway, here, let me turn this down a little bit. Now, it is kind of a bunch of different videos showing the same thing.
What
So
is that?
it's not a huge shock that it's all the same thing. But let's get back here. So what that is, when you see a kind of a cluster of lights like that, it can be multiple things. It can be, military drones. It can be fireworks. It can be, we've actually had skydivers jump out of airplanes with fireworks attached to their feet to do different displays for 4th of July and everything. Now, this is October 24th, and there was something that was actually predicted to happen around the 24th, 25th of October. You see, there was a Venetian probe that was launched some time ago. I think it was in March, and it died. It did not make it. And they were expecting it was going to come back into the atmosphere right around October 24th, October 25th, and it was going to be right over Hawaii. So you can imagine this probe breaking up in the atmosphere, going into multiple different pieces, and raining down, so to speak. Now, it's going to burn up pretty much, or it's going to end up in the ocean, so no one's really in any major danger there. But we have so much space junk that's floating around out there in space, just right around the Earth, that we're going to get stuff coming back in, and that's not even counting the meteors that come down every night, every day, all the time. It's just at night you can actually see them a little better. So mysterious lights in the sky, that seems to be one thing people don't really think of. They think of, is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Superman? Well, it must be a UFO. And I think UFO has fallen out of vogue as well, if I remember correctly. They've got a new thing for it, to something like not specifically quite yet identified flying object or something like that. I'll have to look it up. But the bottom line is, unidentified flying object does not mean space alien. And although these lights did come from space, in a sense, they actually came from Earth as well. They were just coming back to Earth. There's a lot of things like this that can be seen. Now, several years ago, we had some interesting ones in Colorado, and they were these red lights in a triangular formation that were floating around really, really slowly and very creepy looking. And it was just north of Denver. And people weren't taking into account the news reports at the time. And the news reports at the time were that there was a huge wildfire going on. Now, a wildfire creates a lot of smoke that when it goes over lights over an airplane, it gives a red hue to those lights suddenly. And the other problem is we had brought in a bunch of slurry bombers, uh, and they were dumping water on the fire. So they would go out to this lake and scoop up all this water, and they were really heavy, and they had to fly against the wind, so they were really slow. And it was at night, and their lights, you know, one on each wing and then one on the nose, just looked like this perfect red, you know, sort of triangular formation. Everybody thought it was a triangular, you know, ship, so to speak, craft, just because of the fact that they couldn't see where the tail was. But it's the reason they were flying slow, is because they had a wind going against them and they were very heavy with water, and they were fighting a fire. So in that case, it was a completely different situation, and a little bit of looking into the news, you can actually find out what was happening at the time. And with this one, we know that this probe was going to be falling back to Earth over Hawaii right around this time. So not a huge surprise. Now, this is not to say that there is not life out there somewhere in the universe. I personally believe that there is life out there somewhere. I don't know if it's intelligent. I also think that life probably visited Earth before. And by that I mean probably microbial. Um, you know, it's hard to say, but nothing intelligent has ever been on Earth, ever. And I don't know if there will ever be anything intelligent on Earth. Certainly not right now, and not in the White House. So the thing is, I wonder if I should cut that out. You think I should cut that out? I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm not trying to be political. I'm just saying politicians are not intelligent. And I'll leave that at that. Now, the thing is, you can't always make a solid guess on what something is when there is such a huge lack of information. So it's okay to say, I don't know. That's cool. I don't know what it is. But the odds are it's probably not an alien. That's all I can say on that. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing and give us some more ideas on what to talk about. And it's been great talking to you guys again. I'm trying to do what I can to keep the sound, you know, quality sort of fluctuating. I'm trying to get it louder, but then it seems like the quality goes down a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to get it figured out, I promise. Maybe one day this channel will make a little bit of money and I can invest in some new equipment. There's an idea. So tell your friends to subscribe and like and watch the videos. And maybe we'll get that going sometime. But you guys have a great one, and we'll talk to you soon.